Hello everyone, and welcome to Volusia Reads Stream, which stands for Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Art, and Math. I'm Miss Laura from the Port Orange Regional Library, and today I'm going to give you some ideas that can help you get ideas for drawing. All you need is a piece of paper, something to draw with, and some scissors would be helpful too for one of our activities. But I'm actually going to be using a giant piece of paper. Here at the library we have paper on rolls that can stretch from one end of the room all the way to the other. And that's what I've decided to use today to see if I can think of different things to draw. So I'm going to get out from behind here and we'll get started drawing. Let's go. Okay. For our first one, you see, I've already cut some holes in this paper that's up on the wall. And you can see I'm also using black paper, so I'm going to be using some chalk today, which is actually a really fun thing to draw with, so I encourage you to try that if you have any at home. But I cut these circles and I'm going to use them to inspire my drawing. And all you have to do to get some holes in your paper is take your paper, fold it in half, and then cut into it on that fold. It can be a half circle. It can kind of be any shape that you want. And when you unfold your paper, you have a hole in it. And so you can use that to inspire your drawings. So that's what I'm going to do. You could draw one big picture using those circles, but I think I'm going to do 3 different ones. So for this first one, what can I draw? Let's see. It's making me, for some reason, think of a bear. You may be going, what? Where is she getting bear? But I'm imagining that this is a big mouth on a bear growling. So that's what I'm going to draw. So let's go. Let's see. Make the head around here. Needs a nose, eyes. Maybe his paw is going up. And we have a bear. Let's move to the next one. What can I do with another circle? Do you have any ideas yet of what you would do? Let's see. I think I want this one to be a magnifying glass. It's making me imagine someone holding up a magnifying glass and looking to see things closer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw a circle around it, maybe add a little detail, and I'm going to do a handle. There's a magnifying glass. Maybe there's some little things on here that we're going to look at closer to see what they are. That's an ant. But there you go. Now I have 2 pictures, and I have one more hole to go. It's making me think of the moon for some reason. Let's see. Let's imagine that someone has landed on the moon and planted a flag. And now they're leaving. They're going back home. So I think I'm going to draw a spaceship. They made their discovery on the moon and they're heading back home and all the stars. You can see I was able to do 3 different pictures by just cutting holes in the paper. Well, you may want to stop now and try this because it's a really fun activity, but I actually think we should keep going. I have a lot of paper left on this wall, so let's keep going and see what we can do next. We're coming to blank paper. What could I do here? Do you have any ideas? Well, one thing I like to do is to just draw a shape or a symbol on the paper to get me started. Like I could just draw a circle like we cut out. I could draw a square, a star, a heart, or I could draw a letter. I love to use the alphabet to get me started with drawing. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to draw an R. Let's see. And R is a difficult place to start. I may have regret choosing that letter, but let's see what I can do. I'm actually thinking about drawing a bird. Can you imagine how I could turn this into a bird? I'm thinking of a water bird. I've been seeing them a lot lately. So I think I'm gonna add some tail feathers there. And this bird's gonna have a shaped, wiggled neck, so we're gonna curve neck, so I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna have a beak, long one, and curve back down. Maybe a wing right there. Needs an eye. And its legs. Let's see what I can do. One long leg and foot. And let's turn this one into a leg too. It's like kicking that leg out. And maybe some water. Just wading in the water. Some reeds. Okay. So now I made it into a wading bird just by using that letter. You want to do one more? How about a bee? The letter B. What can I do with that? Let's see. I think I'm just going to do another bee on this side, and I'm going to turn it into a butterfly. That one was fun. Well, I love using letters to start because there are so many of them. It's 26 opportunities for ideas. And actually, you could do lowercase letters too, so it's double that. So it's a great place to start. But we're gonna keep going because there is more paper, so let's keep going and see what we can do next. And it's more blank paper. What could we do with this? Do you have any ideas? Well, one of the things I like to do is to use someone else. I like to have someone come in and draw something for me, and then I use what they draw to draw something myself. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have Miss Rebecca come in from behind the camera, and she's gonna draw something for me. I'm gonna not look at it, I'm gonna step away, and then I'll have to come back and draw something with whatever she puts up there. So let's go, let's see what she does. Okay, she gave me a squiggly line. What can I do with that? I'm thinking, because I drew so many animals, I'm still in the animal mood, I think it should be an underwater creature. So while I start to draw, you just try to guess what I'm doing. Or maybe think about what you would have done with a squiggly line. But I'm seeing this. And I'm going to draw some more squiggly lines coming off of it. And I think this one should be kind of a cartoon creature. It's a jellyfish. And it's under the water, and all that from just a squiggly line that Miss Rebecca gave me. This is a really fun thing to do. I encourage you to do it. It's fun to play with someone else, and it's a great way to inspire your drawing. But we're gonna keep going because we still have a little more paper to go. Let's see. And once again, blank paper. What can we do with this? And I'm actually at the end of my paper, my really long piece of paper, and I have an idea. I'm gonna put my chalk down. Just like with the circles that we had at the beginning where we cut into the paper, it's really fun to just change the shape of your paper and use that to inspire your drawings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just rip this paper. I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna rip down, and then I'll have to use what's left to draw. So let's see what happens. I'm a little nervous about this one. A little bit more. Woo! Okay, so I have this left, so it's completely changed the shape of my paper. Let's see, what can I do with it? It is making me think about a mountain. You see how it's shaped like this and it has some little ridges? So it's making me think that we're in the mountains. Maybe it's been snowing. So the snow is going down all the way on my mountain. Maybe there's a forest down here at the bottom. Some trees. Maybe there's a river down here. And I think we need someone camping. They've gone to the mountains on vacation and they're gonna camp out. Maybe have a little fire. And so fun. And just from ripping my paper, I was able to get some new ideas of what I could draw. Well, we're at the end of our paper, but guess what? We are not at the end of our paper because we're not gonna let anything go to waste. I'm actually going to use the paper that we ripped, and I'm gonna put it back up here. Let's see. It might be a little too big. Get it to stay. I'm gonna use this. And I have one of the circles that I cut out earlier too. So I'm gonna put that up and use it. We won't let any paper go to waste. Okay, so for this one, do you have any ideas? I think I'm going to do a hamster. I have this hamster that's just rolling in his wheel, so let's see what I can do. Hamsters are not the easiest things to draw, but it's what I feel like drawing. The little nose, and a smile. He's got some patches on him, and he's spinning on his wheel. Okay, and I have one last piece. What would you do with this one? I'm starting to get hungry, so I think this one's going to be a piece of pizza. Let's see. Some crust, and my pizza's gonna have some mushrooms on it, and maybe some pepperonis. Okay, so we were able to use all of the paper to just do some simple drawing activities. I encourage you to try these at home. Be inspired by just the piece of paper you have. Change its shape and the way it looks by cutting holes into it or ripping it. Use different shapes like the alphabet or squares and triangles, whatever you want to add to the paper to get you started. Have someone else come in and draw for you, and then use whatever they draw to inspire you. I also encourage you to go to volusialibrary.org/kids. Check out our digital library, get some ebooks that are great resources for other ideas for drawing activities or even other stream activities. I also encourage you to check out books from the library. There are tons about drawing that can give you really fun ideas. I'm going to awkwardly show you these. Tons and tons that can inspire your creativity and help you get more ideas for drawing. But I want to thank you for watching today. Please tune in for another Volusia Reads stream, and we'll see you next time.